Alright, so we finished Crystar yesterday, and today we are going to be starting the fan translation of Metal Max 3 that just came out, I want to say like a week and a half ago. So we've got 5 characters to work with. What do I want to name him? Yes, resurrect with this electric shock. Yes, resurrect with this electric shock. Okay, resurrect, I say, with this electric shock. I guess not. It seemed like such a fresh, healthy, easy-to-revive corpse, too. Oh, what's this? It worked. Those were hanging off the neck of your corpse. It would be bad if the electric shock broke them, so I took them off for you. It appears to be some sort of electrical device. You should examine it. Symbols and letters suddenly appear all over the lens. Seems you can now use the guide command. Goggles acquired, goggles are placed in the item bag. Mojo Tato. Oh, I am Laura, the world's most beautiful brain. I am Dr. Mintz, a genius scientist. I study the science of electro-resurrection. Truth is, just a short while ago, you were but a simple corpse. Thanks to my brilliant electricity, you are returned to the world of the living. Oh. I don't tell jokes, it's true. You were successfully revived. And now I don't really care about you. You've already been brought back to life. Investigating cause of death is outside my area of expertise. I have no idea. What? Don't tell me you haven't by any chance lost your memories, have you? Successfully revived subjects are rather rare, but those without memories are even more rare. Quite an interesting case. Did you actually contract amnesia before you died? Although, if you think about it normally, the possibility isn't zero. That electric shock could have erased your memories. Well, whatever. Your memories should return before too long. If you stay alive, that is. My assistant Igor says that your corpse was washed down the nearby river. If you follow the river upstream, perhaps you can recover your lost memories. Reclaim your memories started. Check the quest guide for details. Put on those rubber gloves I just found. Nothing for head. No weapons. Don't learn our first skill till level 5. What do you want? This is a supply camp for traders and wanderers like you. Thanks to that broken wall, this place was named Crying Mama. See that wall? It looks like a crying woman, right? Already going senile at your age? Have you been drinking? If you leave town and follow the river north, you'll reach the town of Wara. Travel away from the river to the west, you'll reach a town called Shelter. If you're lucky, that is. Long time ago, this was a bustling shopping center. Until the legendary Great Destruction happened, reducing it to ruins overnight. Things like boxes, wardrobes, and refrigerators have all kinds of stuff inside. Open them all you can. Every last one. I'm just trying out all the different buttons to see if there's a run, but it doesn't look like it. There's no time, Joaquin. Take me elsewhere right now. If you don't, we'll never be able to meet again. Do you understand? Being sent off to a town I've never seen to marry a guy I've never even met. I get it, Cola. But still, eloping with you. That seems rash. Even if we did run away together, yeah, where would we even go? After we cross the bridge, we won't just have monsters to worry about. Those clan guys are running wild there, too. Forget about whether or not we can find a place to live. It'd be hard just to survive. So you lied to me when you said you loved me. You idiot. Relying on you was a mistake. Oh, is this our first tank already? Finally found you, you little rats. Can't run anymore. Who are you? Out of my face, kid. I got no business with you. That man must have hired him to bring me back. Hey, you shouldn't call your own dad that man, girlie. Let me talk with Ginsky. Take me to him. I don't give a shit. He wasn't hired to do anything like that. Just to bring back that girl, nothing else. Now get over here, girlie. Stop! Get your hands off of her. You just love digging yourself deeper, huh, kid? Keep your nose out of this. Help, please. Who's this clown? Better step aside or you'll be in for a world of hurt, got it? That's right, just try it, kiddo. Raoul. Impossible. That was amazing. Hands up, don't move. Move and I'll fire the cannon. The flamethrower too, and the machine gun. And even the heat-seeking missile. No way, I can't believe it. Someone who can take down my partner in a one-on-one fight? You don't look like a wrestler, but a hunter. Maybe a soldier? What the hell are you? Tell me your name. I am the man with no name. Zap Brannigan. Pleasure to meet you. If you don't tell me your name, I'll fire the cannon. And then the flamethrower. And then... Drumcan Jones. What name? Never heard one like that. Oh, whatever. My name's Toledo. I'm a well-known hunter in this area. And yet at my feet is my wrestler partner, Raoul, who you took out so easily. Sorry, but I gotta take that girl, I promised. You should just get out of here, slowly now. If you do anything funny, I'll fire the cannon. And then the flamethrower. And then... Don't go, Drumcan Jones. Take me with you. And title sequence. Farewell, Drumcan Jones. We'll meet again, if destiny wills it. Actually, hadn't finished exploring the town. Strong, but I'm... Damn it, Ginsky, you bastard! We'll be staying tonight. Damn it, my webcam. Okay. Alright. My webcam is actually in the way of that little bit of the screen where it says gold, but I could just look to OBS to see. 4 mosquitoes appeared. Drumpkin had their blood sucked. 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 Okay, so they still have the same mechanic from Metal Max Returns. You need to have bug spray before you try to go to sleep somewhere. Let's go get that first. Red weather today, huh? My throat's so hot it stinks. So, where'd you come from? Ah, what a great joke. Anyway, it doesn't matter where you go after this, but you should relax while you're here. Those scary clan Cold Blood guys don't come around here too often. There are a bunch of guys called the Cold Blood. I'm surprised you haven't heard of them. They're a band of scoundrels almost like monsters, who go around wrecking whatever they want. They've attacked and killed a lot of us traitors, too many to count. Gotcha. Cold Blood bad. I'm hoping it's either, because in that treasure chest is either going to be money, which I can decide what I want to buy, or it'll be something that I could buy. Healing pill, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if it would be an item that I'd end up buying and then it would just give it to me, so gotta check that first. Blind enemies. So the stats are defense, speed, attack, and manliness. So I have 66. Oh, I think I definitely need a weapon, but let's go see what that other guy has. Okay, so this is also like Metal Max Returns, where you find a bunch of random crap when you beat enemies, and you sell them at a bar. I'm guessing that's the same. No, I need to read what they do first. Alright, so no description, so let's hold off for now. First things first, we need a weapon. Actually, so 125, we basically need to farm 90 gold. Alright, so let's go. I'm assuming it's random battles. Toast Raptor. Alright, let's see how long this is gonna take. 3 XP, 3 gold. So... Drill Rose. Actually, we already have boots. I think right now we gained 24. This is gonna be 27. Luckily, it does seem like you are fairly powerful in the beginning. So even though you do have to grind a little for money, it doesn't seem like... Actually, you probably don't even have to grind for this stuff. But I'd rather be fully equipped. Just another 13. Oh wait, no. 90 was what I needed to get. I need 125 total. So, 25, 18, 35, 43 left. That's the halfway part of what I needed to get. Okay, so one more level and I get my first skill. Actually, kind of wouldn't mind if they threw another of those big group fights at me again. What are you? Hey, Cypress. How you doing? This is Shelter. Mr. Ginsky's family built this city. Out here is a deeper city. Mr. Ginsky and his family live there. Ain't a place for bastards like you. Metal Max 3. Oh, you are? Authorized personnel only. Trespassers will be shot. Shelter Guard Commander. Like in person or like the digital game? Okay. Am I at? I'm at enough. Well, let's get 3 more just so I can stay at the end first. There we go. We saw a tank. And in a lot of these games, the first time you see a tank on someone, you usually steal it from them, but in this case we didn't. So. But they usually give you your first tank pretty quickly. Right now, the current opening objective is to try to get our memories back.
We were, but he threatened to shoot us with the cannon and the flamethrower and the homing missiles. Several times, actually, in that order. Oh, that's a new enemy. Crab launchers. Scent of prey. Five types of monster. Killed that, killed that, killed that, and that. Have not killed that. Oh, okay. So this does not work the same way it did in Xeno. Because in Metal Max Xeno, it would show you the list of all the enemies in the area, and then you could initiate a fight with one of them off the list. I guess here it just tells you what's around the area. Will this makeshift support really be alright, Daddy?
Believe in your father's carpentry skills, she say. I'm going to start turning the winch now. If anything happens, let me know.
Ah, I can see it. Oh no, the support's breaking.
No. Let go and get back, Chisei. You'll get caught in it.
Ah, thank you.
Chisei, are you alright?
Yes, Daddy, this person saved me.
Yes, I saw. You almost ended up under the bike. That was close. Hey, Brat. How long are you planning to stay on top of my daughter, you bastard?
A couple more minutes. Holy crap, it's a Belmont.
It was delicious, Cisse. Hey, you thought so too, right, Drumcan Jones?
Considering it's the first meal since he got resurrected and lost his memories, that's actually truthful.
Now honest.
Here you go, tea.
Where's my tea?
You're not the one who saved me, Daddy.
There it is. How terrifying, just like your mother.
No way. Eh. I mean, is there a better time than that? Oh, I'm back in charge, okay. Time to rob them blind. Sister Towel. I guess that one doesn't open. 35 gold. Can't actually drink the tea. Is it alright if I call you Drumcan?
Sure.
Thank you so much for before, Drumcan. It's actually a placeholder name, by the way. I actually named him Han. But he doesn't know his name right now. Oh yeah. There's certain JRPGs that get around it, and I love it when they do, but yeah, 9 times out of 10 you're playing a JRPG, you go into someone's house, you rob them blind.
Anyways, this is one nice bike, huh? When I got up this morning, I saw its nose sticking out of the water. We pulled it up from the water just now. Well, you were there. If you ask me, it must have fallen down from up above the waterfall. There aren't any tire tracks around the waterfall basin. If it didn't come that way, it must have fallen. Either that or some stupidly strong guy carried it over his head and threw it in. Dunno, no one's ever been up there. Probably a big river or lake, a lot of water anyway. Don't get all full of yourself just because you say she say, you brat. I'm the one who found this bike. Finders keepers.
I thought the one who found the bike was me, not you, Daddy.
Oh. Shut up. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine! Anyway, his bike is totally beat up and broken. It won't even move 1 centimeter without a genius mechanic like me. Check the bike yourself if you think I'm lying.
Okay, so not a tank, but that looks like the, probably the first vehicle we're gonna be getting. Looks like it's got some kind of machine gun and a 4-pack rocket launcher.
I've ridden this bike before, riding free as the wind. Those kinds of feelings.
New info has been added for Reclaim Your Memories.
Drumcan Jones, do you want this bike? I want it. I can sell it to you once it's repaired. If you're going to buy it, I'll make sure not to sell it to anyone else. She says savior, after all. It's a major loss for me, but I'll give it to you for 5,000 G.
Yeah, I don't have that much money. Yeah. Are you kidding? Like... Oh, man. I'm trying to remember how many it was. In Metal Max Xeno, which, that one was actually a little bit of a disappointment story-wise, because they kind of dropped the comedic tone that they usually have, and they tried to be a little bit more serious, and it didn't land well. But... oh, I loved the tank customization in that one. I made a tank with, I think it was 18 cannons. Like, it was just like rows and rows of cannons on the front, and then you get a skill where you get to fire all your cannons at once. And yeah, you just get to make some crazy shit in these games. That's one of the reasons why I love them so much.
See, I guess not. Anyway, you should stay here for the night. Let's think on what to do about this overnight.
What is it, Drumcan? Are you going to bed already? Don't think I can... Yeah, it's blocking the way out. I already took everything I can find, so yeah, let's go to sleep. God damn it, 3 mosquitoes. They're super hidden, like, and it's mostly due to the fact that none of them get translated. Like, there was a game called Metal Saga on the PS2 that we got, and once again, it was very rare. I have it. But Metal Saga on the PS2 was the first one we got that was localized. The only reason I even played it was because at the time I literally just pre-ordered and bought every single JRPG that came out on PS2. Like, I had a good job at the time, and I would just buy them all. It was a weird time in my life. I had a decent job that actually didn't take up too much of my time, and actually didn't really have much of a social life either, so I was just buying up everything. But I played it, I loved it despite it being, like, pretty low budget. And then the only other one after that we got localized was Metal Max Xeno, which came out on the Vita, and then they ported it to the PS4. That one was also very low budget. Like, you want to talk about Crystar's level design being bad? They literally only had, like, you had your overworld, which was post-apocalyptic desert with, like, random destroyed skyscrapers throughout it. And then you had every single dungeon in the game was one of two tile sets. It was either like an underground bunker or a cave. Like, those are literally the only two types of dungeons in the entire game. But I love it for the tank customization more than anything. Like, if you've ever played BattleTech or MechWarrior, it's very similar to that. Your tanks have, like, hard points that can take certain types of upgrades, and you put an engine in that gives them, like, a certain amount of tonnage that they can take, and you put weapons on them in all the hard points that you can fit, and sometimes you can modify hard points, and then any tonnage that you have left over just goes directly into armor. Yeah. But that's the main reason why this series is unknown, is that only 2 of them have ever gotten localized, and they were both kind of spin-offs. Like, none of the main series games have gotten translated, or actually officially released. Metal Max Returns, which is the very first game, which was on the NES, but then Returns is a remake that they did for Super Nintendo, got fan translated. And then this is only the second fan translation, so after playing this, I'll have played every Metal Max game that's available in English, 2 that were officially released and 2 that were translated by fans. I really wish we could get more, but I'd have to learn Japanese to play more. My son, Daniel, died. The fool went off to become a monster hunter. Pushed himself too far and got himself killed by some beast. Now that I think about it, you're a hunter too, aren't you, Drumcan Jones? Daniel, my son, could I ask you to avenge you?
Daddy, don't be absurd.
Quiet, she say. Please, Drumcan Jones, avenge my son. If you do, I'll give you that bike for free. Back Bomber. It's a wanted monster. Daniel was killed by that back bomber. Oh, you'll do it, Drumcan Jones. I'll have to hurry up and fix that bike. Come, let me know as soon as it's dead. Thank you, Drumcan Jones. Vengeance for Daniel started. Check the quest guide for details.
Oh, good morning, Drumcan. This is my mom and brother's grave.
Factory ruins. Yeah, so I'm guessing that might not be the first one that we get. Let's check the rest of the town. Water here isn't very polluted. It's delicious. Oh, there's a kid that got knocked out in the first town. Told you it was a waste of your time. Daughter of Ginsky from Shelter marrying someone from Wara. Ain't gonna happen, Joaquin. Everyone knows she's a real beauty. She's also the world's most selfish brat. Marrying a girl like that'd be nothing but trouble.
Don't talk bad about Cola. She's a woman I love.
Oh, if only Daniel was still alive. Oh, hey, it's you, from back then. In Crying Mama. If I'm right, your name was Drumcan Jones? Why are you here? You want to enter? Sure thing. You're welcome here anytime.
You know Joaquin?
Yeah, this guy's real strong. Terrifyingly strong.
This guy is, huh? Get this guy into the town. I'm going back to the mansion now.
Oh. If I don't, my mom will beat the crap out of me. Oh, so he's a little rich kid. Oh, so you're the friend of young Master Joaquin. And I'll get this shutter open. Hey, we got a customer. You can do anything with any vehicle. Welcome to the motor shop. Alright, so there's where I go to customize once I get a vehicle. Also, another thing that I really like about this series is that they're usually fairly open-ended. Like, they're almost, most of the time they're not completely linear. Like, they'll usually give you, like, a list of things that you can do at any one time, and then you just kind of choose. I don't know if it's the same for this one, but it was for the earlier ones that I played, which was Returns and Metal Saga. Like, you could basically just do anything in any order you wanted.
Keen, such a quirk. Fallen in love with the daughter of Ginsky. He's a bad example for the city's youngsters.
So you're the Drumcan's Joan that Joaquin was talking about, huh? This is the Scutaro Manor. Be careful not to offend the lady of the house. Large Mama Melon is ripening here. Can I take the Mama Melon? No way, I can't do this! I can't tell the crops from the man-eating plants! Okay, so some of these are crops and some of these are man-eating plants, and that guy can't tell the difference. I'm sure that'll come into play at some point. Farm work sure is tough. I'm already exhausted. I'm not seeing any man-eating plants yet there, buddy. How terrible. The fruit I spent so long raising are all withering. Why are they withering? These man-eating plants sprung up all over the place. They'll eat you if you get close, so we can't water the crops. Checked pretty much all of them. I haven't seen a man-eating plant yet.
The Melloween infestation's already this bad. Damn it, is burning everything really all we can do, even after the time we spent raising them?
Maybe they don't pop up until I get a quest to go after him or something. Worn out tie. Okay, one defense is one defense. Hey, Alec. How you doing?
Thanks to those man-eating plants, healing pills have become an essential aid when working on the farm.
Yeah, you usually are asleep by now. Usually a couple hours ago you go to sleep. What's up, you messing with your sleeping schedule?
Damn it.
I'll just take 2. Emtol is... if it's the same as it was in Metal Max 1, it's bug spray. That means I should actually be able to sleep okay in low-budget hotels without getting attacked by mosquitoes. Still not sure what the Mojo Tato does. Repair kit. It's good to have. Yeah, same. I have no idea what happened. I had that channel, the Discord muted. Oh yeah, what do you have your eye on this season?
Spataro family heir, Joaquin. He seems to have fallen for the selfish daughter of Ginsuke, the boss of Shelter, of all people. That must be a big headache for his mother.
The bite I got from those Meloines hurts. Can't sleep at all. I'm drying my underwear. Good for you. Ooh. Oh. I have to go into the other side. Got a sandwich. I just muted it because everybody was always, like, even months ago, everybody was always getting close to getting into actual arguments, and like, I don't need to see that.
I hate both those damn man-eating plants and those shelter freaks. Bastards want the water here, so they want to drive us out. Don't tell me you're a shelter spy, too. You're a new face. Are you some wandering hunter or something? If that's so, then I got a job for you. Recently, a bunch of man-eating plants called Meloines have infested our field. They bite people trying to do farm work, and the injuries are piling up. If this keeps up, we won't be able to harvest our crops, which is obviously a problem. You'd help us a lot if you could exterminate all the Meloines. What do you say? Will you help us exterminate them? You'd earn our respect. We might even come to like you. I guess there's no help in it. Exterminate them all, we'll pay you 10G per Meloine. That's the best we can do. So, what do you say? Will you help us exterminate them? Really? You're a bit greedy, but I guess you're not a bad guy. Anyway, I'll be waiting here for the good news.
Meloine extermination started, check the quest guide for details. I still need to get on Fire Force. I skipped Season 1. Everybody kept telling me how good it was, I just never got around to watching it. The only one I have left is Judgment, and I'm basically saving that one to play right before 7 comes out, whenever they announce it. But I finished up to 6. 6 I just finished not too long ago. I did 6, and then I did Crystar. I finished Crystar yesterday, and today we're starting on this. And then after this, I'm going to start doing the Vanillaware games in order in preparation for 13 Sentinels coming out. I've heard this game is fairly long, though, which is one of the reasons why it took them ages to finish the fan translation. Mara's Skutaro family and Shelter's Ginsky family have never gotten along. Even long before the legendary Great Destruction, their relationship was bad. Yeah, you've got, what, 3 months left? I loved Crystar. Like I said, the only bad part about it was the level design the level design was bland. I'll give that to all the people who badmouth that. The actual gameplay itself, though, was fairly fun. Like, I don't have any complaints about the battle system or any of that. Yeah. Especially, well, no, that one. I was about to say, especially if they don't have turbo, but Zero does have turbo mode. So at the very least, you can try to get through battles and exploration faster. Alright, let's start seeing which ones of these are evil. A normal. A Melloween. Alright, so these guys aren't that threatening. I don't doubt it. I mean, especially since if he feels like he's not going to be on schedule, he'll just end up playing for like 12 hours at a time until he finishes. Wow. Their crop is going to be pathetic. Looks like every field where they're there, there's only one actual melon. The rest are all the man-eating ones. Yeah, oddly enough, he finished a couple of minutes before I did yesterday. And that's because I ran late. I usually stop at 7 a.m. my time. And I went till, I want to say I was going till about 7:45, 7:48. Whoa. That was unexpected. Yeah, I went late yesterday so that I could finish off Crystar. Which, the story for that game was amazing. Yeah. I'm just going by the timestamps on Discord, where like the last, like K-Samurai usually puts clips and everything. And the last one he put was right around the time that I finished. And I went 45 minutes over. But I couldn't help it, like that. Like, the story was already good, and once you get to that third ending and then start going into the finale, like, I was not going to be able to stop and, you know, wait a day to find out what happened. Yeah. The storyline for Crystar is really good. The battle system, I want to say, the way I've been comparing it, it's very much like the new East games, just a tad bit slower. And you still have all the characters that you can switch to, they're just not AIs when you're not using them. It's only the one character that you're controlling. They don't appear as AI when you're not controlling them, you switch between them. And the only downside is its level design. Oh no, this game is like, it's got a happy ending if you can get all the way to the true ending, but it is dark and depressing all the way up until you get there. Like, I'd probably put it almost up to the level of Madoka Magica as far as being dark and depressing. Alright, that's all of them. But I loved it, and like I said, the only downside is the level design. And the level design, I would basically... I've been comparing it to Persona 3. Like, it's just that you're going through a whole bunch of floors that are all kind of the same. They're just basically different colors with maybe some different, like, accessories around the end, but all the levels are basically the same. It's a dungeon crawler. Oh, right, I need to go down the other side. Yeah, that's the only downside, but if you get hooked on the story and you can put up with... I don't think they are procedurally generated, they just look like they are. Yeah, like there's almost nothing to interact with other than the enemies that you're fighting. And it's just like, you know, go from point A to point B, you get a story segment, go to the next story segment, finish the level. Like I said, it's a dungeon crawler. That's like the one downside, like that's the one thing I will give to all the reviewers that complained about it. Because a lot of them said that the gameplay was repetitive. I thought the gameplay was fairly fun. I'm not going to say it was the greatest action RPG I've ever played, but I didn't find any faults with the actual battle, other than maybe the first 2 or 3 chapters were super easy. But once you start getting more enemy types showing up, and they start mixing different enemy types within rooms while you're fighting, like, it gets harder because you have to dodge all the ranged and melee attacks and everything that are coming at you. It's really only the first couple of chapters that are really easy. I was playing on hard, of course, and the final boss, I literally was out of healing items, 3 of my 4 characters were dead, and my last character was 1 hit away from death when I beat it. So... yeah, I literally beat the last boss by the skin of my teeth. Oh, yeah. Relationship points with Wara increased by 10. Yes. See, in Metal Max games, that is the most important stat right there, driver level. Because eventually, your whole party's going to be inside tanks for like 90% of the game. So strength, defense, agility, all of that only comes into play very rarely when you're in an on-foot dungeon. Like 80 to 90% of the game, you're in tanks, your driver level is the most important thing. We just went up by 3, so that's good. That was a good level up. Okay. I think I already checked this cave over here. Couldn't get in there. Yeah, I can't get in there yet. Alright, so I guess the only thing left to do is to go into the mansion and talk to Joaquin. We also need to find a hunter office so we can get info and go kill Bomber back. Because then we can get the bike. Healing pill. Boyfriend still hasn't come back from the factory ruins. He said he'd find treasure and buy me a present. He's not suited to be a hunter, that man. You'll go rescue him? He's definitely alive. Please rescue him. His name is Caleb. I don't need a present or anything, I just want him to come home safe. Please tell that to Caleb for me, from Rosa. Oh, thank you. I leave him to you. Okay, so when we get to the factory ruins, we need to find Caleb. Joaquin is so lucky. He has such a kind, beautiful, ladylike mother. Smoke firework. The shops don't sell a thing, the vending machines might, so make sure to check them. Make sure you don't upset the missus, outsider. Ooh, you killed all those Belloweens, mister. Thank you, thank you. I'll tell him the truth. I went to shelter once. It was huge and filled with great men. Ooh, who are you? Keep that a secret. A secret! So one of you is items, your item. Don't need any of that. I'm guessing gear equipment. Ooh. Attack 10. Attack 5, but it hits in a fan. Or attack 22. I mean, weapon's the only thing that matters, right? Spend all our money on a weapon. That's like the only thing you really need to worry about, right? That guy who got rid of all the Melloweens, Drumcan Jones. Thank you, where you are lives. And I won't be scolded by the mistress. One 4142136 sheep. I feel like that number might come in handy later. No notepad on my phone. 3. Seem to be dropping a few frames right now. I don't know why I'm suddenly having a bunch of frame drops right now. Kinda waiting to see if it passes. Alright, I'm gonna go reset my router, see if this will fix all the frame drops I'm getting. Yeah, I'll see you later. Like I said, I'm gonna cut stream for a little bit so I can go reset my router, see if that'll fix. Alright, see you there. I'll be back in a few minutes.